Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided that I would kind of go through my gems and charms a little bit here. This is everything out of my drawer. If you saw my first video, I kind of pulled them out briefly to look through what was in them. And I had a suggestion in the comments of that video to go through all of them, like all the boxes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I pulled them all out of the drawer, so they're all stacked up here. So I'm going to move the big ones out of the way, and we'll go through these little ones first. And I'll just kind of do like a basic overview. We'll show kind of what's in it size-wise. If I need to dump any out, I'll dump them out into my little tray, and we'll get a little close-up of what they look like. So in here, these are my little teeny tiny caviar beads. I found these on Amazon a million years ago. Not sure that I'd be able to find a link, but you just search, you know, caviar beads, and I'm sure that something like this will come up. But these are super tiny because these are kind of like staticky in there. But they're like way smaller than any of the other ones that I had found, and they work really well because I do a lot of like, you know, normal size nails. So when I'm doing charms and stuff, I'm not looking for great big huge ones, and these tend to work really well going through, going in between the stones and giving it that jewelry look. So that's what's in there. Gold, kind of a rose gold, or I guess kind of a coppery color, and then the typical silver. So that's in that little box. The next box we have here is kind of some chunkies. And they are, these are like some different shapes and sizes. And these ones are pointy back. No, these are all flat. These are all flat. But we got some different sizes, different shapes, some like little pear-shaped ones. I don't use these a whole lot. Like I said, they just kind of came in like a kit that had a bunch. So I picked them up. There's these ones that are, oh, let me pour those out. I try not to make a mess. But these ones are like the little triangle ones. And these ones are pointy back. And there's a little oddball in there that must have fell out when I was pulling them out. And then this one is like a little butterfly. Oops. Little butterflies, some hearts, and like little rectangle pieces. I don't know what any of these are called. I'm not a big gem person. I just kind of picked some up along the way. So I have them in case my clients show me anything that they really want. I might be able to do like a big gem cluster. But these are, there's like some moons in this one. And like bows in that one. And then kind of the same thing on this side as on this side. These ones are just the like crystal AB. So they have, you know, that more sparkly effect. The other ones were like a dark, like a smoky looking gem. There's the square, some little funky shapes, some moons, little kites. I think those are called kites. And some more of the rectangles, butterflies, those little like pear-shaped ones, and like the diamond-shaped ones. And then some more of the diamond. I think these ones might be just like a blue. They're not quite the AB, but they've got more like a greeny blue. There was, I think, 3 or 4 different ones in the kit that I got, so there was a bunch of different colors. So this next one down, we have, this one is empty. And this one is more of those same shapes. So we have the, like the big diamond looking ones, some butterflies, the like typical diamond shape, I guess, and the pear. And these were like black crystals or whatever you want to call them. And then in this one is the last of those shaped ones. So we've got the hearts and then like those little like oval, I don't know, whatever they call them. And then these are the start of some of the regular just round flat back crystals. And then in here I have, and these are kind of all the same thing, just different colors. So I'll take one out, maybe. Okay, so I'll take one out. He's just a little spider. I absolutely hate spiders. Except for those little jumping spiders. Those little videos are so cute where they make them talk. Like if all spiders talked like that, I wouldn't scream and run away from them. But so that's what that guy is, and he's got, this one has just some clear crystals in his little body. And then they have a bunch of different colors. So like this one is green, like a greeny blue. Really pretty. But yeah, so in here, just a whole bunch of different colors of, there's like yellow, orange, green, blue. And then this one has kind of like your typical black, and then there's an AB on the crystal. So that's kind of cool. Kind of hoping to use some of those this year for Halloween, but my clients aren't real super crazy on gems and whatnot, so we just kind of have them. In here we've got the little hands. So the little skull hands in that first one. The second one, we've got the little crosses. Get back in there. This next one I think has a couple of different, maybe it's just little ghosts. Yeah, I think it's just the little ghosties. So we've got the little metal ghosts. I'm gonna end up dropping something, I know it. And then in this one, I think it's kind of the rest of the menagerie. Oh, there's a little ghost in there too. He must have gotten the wrong spot. But we've got some little skulls and some bats in there as well. And our little ghosties that found their way. So that's those Halloween ones. And then in here, we just kind of have kind of your basic, some gothic looking items. We've got some stars, these little like shields. That little star thing, whatever it is. And some crosses, some other little hearts. Must have just been like a little mixed bag of gems. Gems. These are studs. This one has just kind of a random little menagerie of stuff. A couple of hearts, a big bow here, a harp. I don't know. It must have just came in the pack. But kind of cute. Kind of cute. And this next one is just two big, like, snowflake gems. Those are, like, big old honking things. And then this last one has the little pearl bows, which are also super huge. You'd need pretty big nails for that. And then in this last one, we just got some of the little colorful, whatever these little shapes are called. And then some stars. Oh, I knew I was going to drop something at some point. I think one of them fell on the floor, but that's okay. I'll find it later. But these little colorful stars, and they're not super huge, but they do kind of stick up. So, I mean, they're pointy. But you could like surround them with your gel to smooth them out a little bit. And then I got some chain. Have never used it, but you know, it's there if I ever need it. So that's that one. And then this next one is a lot of like glitter pieces, I guess. So these little neon guys are just little shapes of glitter. So I've got butterflies, some more butterflies, letters and numbers. And I'm pretty sure I found this on Amazon. It had all the neon like glitters. It was just like a random multi-pack of glitters. So then this next one is stars. So we got like the little cutout stars with the little centers, and then these are just the full, a couple of different sizes in there, the full typical star. This one is like that 4-point star. It's like the little starburst kind of look. And then we've got the little flowers with the little dot centers. I don't know if that's staying in focus. I'm trying, you guys. Still new to this whole YouTube thing and trying to see where I'm at and what I'm filming. So I'm trying. Okay, and then this last one on this side is the rest of those little neon guys. So we have hearts in this first one. I believe it's just, no, it does have the centers in there too. There's some of the little centers. I don't know if I can show the back, but they're stuck to the side. So we have the outside heart, and it's got like a cutout that you can do a different color on the inside, or you could do them separately, use them separately. Then this one here is just the normal, like normal size heart that you would use as a little glitter. We got the bigger ones, so they're kind of bigger hearts, and then some circles. And these are like all different colors. All different sizes, thicknesses. So that would be kind of cool just to kind of layer the different colors and do like an 80s neon kind of nail. That'd be neat. So that's those. And then this other side here is just a bunch of the little flat back crystals. Say that 10 times fast. So I have this one here at the end is just a random purple one that I got. Just a little cheapy like glass. I think these are mostly all like glass and metal studs. But these ones are like more of that metallic. They're not, they kind of shimmer like a crystal, but they're more just like a stud. And these are kind of like a bronzy kind of color. And then we have the rest of the rainbow colors of those little glass crystals, like the purple was in this one. So we have the red, yellow, green, and blue. And I would assume these are like an SS5 or a 7. They're kind of small, but I don't know that they said sizes. Some of these I do have marked, but some of them I don't. So this one is just like the silver stud. So again, it kind of sparkles like a crystal, but it's just a stud and it's just silver. So I got 3 different sizes. I believe these are like the SS 3, 5, and 8 possibly, or 3, 5, and 7. And then I've got some little black studs down here again that were just kind of like a random. They might have come in with these colored ones. And then at the end, I have the brighter silver. So again, these are just studs. They kind of sparkle like a gem, but they're not like a crystal or, you know, Swarovski or Preciosa or anything. These are just like a silver stud. And then that one is empty. So that is that one. Just some little flat backs. Why can I not say that? Flat back crystals and neon shape glitters. And then in this last one here, this was a neon set that I'm pretty sure I found on AliExpress. I believe Young Nails actually sells one like this too, or did have at one point, the neon crystal set. And then these are the last of those other shaped crystals. So I'll just kind of go over those ones real quick. These would be the other ones that just had that blue finish to them. So they're not the AB, they're just the blue. So all the different shapes there. And the moons, triangles, squares, diamonds, and all that blue finish, and they are flat back. So the rest of these here are just the neons in different shapes. So we've got the blue and the purple in this one, and they're just kind of like the pear shape and like these diamond shapes. These ones are both like pear shape, skinnier pear, fatter pear, and they do kind of sparkle. Again, kind of big for what my clients normally go for, but when you go on a little gem bender, you end up getting a bunch of stuff that looks really pretty and then you never use, but eventually I'll use it for something. But here's the green and the lighter blue. And these are just all kinds of random shapes, so there's no real rhyme or reason I found in this pack. So these ones are like little skinny. They have like a little orange sparkle to them. These ones are straight up orange pears, the like little rectangular square, and these ones are just kind of a interesting shape. Not really a square. Not really a triangle. Not sure what that is, but kind of a neat shape to build a crystal with, or cluster with. And then these ones are the white ones, and then the little round crystals. So we've got the white ones. They kind of have a real strong pinky purple sparkle. And then all of these little round glass crystals in all the neon colors. It'd be kind of fun to do a blinged out set with those. So those ones are the larger. Then we get into the smaller sizes with these. So again, I would assume like SS3, maybe SS5, maybe 7. But just kind of random neon colors. It's kind of weird that this one didn't have any like blue or purple. This one has blue and purple. This one I don't think has purple. This one I don't think has purple, but kind of cool. So there's that one. Now on to the big ones. I'll just like pull them in one at a time so we don't have like a whole bunch going on here. So in this one, this is kind of my one that I pull for, I think, the most. Maybe there's one other one in here that I pull for the most. But this one kind of has some little random extras in the back as well. So this is, this one actually has some little 3D things in it. There's a couple of them here. A little butterfly, a rose, and a bow. And this butterfly is actually like, I don't know if I can show it, but it doesn't, it's not flat like that. It's sitting flat on its wing and it sticks up. So it's like really 3D. And And then there's a couple little caviar beads and some little fat. I'm just going to stop saying that. I cannot say that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to say crystals from now on. But yeah, that was all a little mix that came in. Probably like a little free gift or something. This one is just kind of like a shell and glitter mix. So I didn't really have anywhere else to put that. It wasn't enough to put in my little glitter containers. So I just kind of dumped it in here. And then these two are some hearts and some stars that are kind of like glitter, but a little thicker. So you'd really want to encapsulate them. So again, not enough to really put in my glitter containers. So I stuck them in here. This one has the little metal, like half round guys. Not sure what I would call them. They're just little studs. They work well if you don't want something that sticks up, and you can top coat over these and you'll still have that metallic kind of look. And these ones are just bigger versions of that. And we've got the silver, bigger. You can kind of see they're like a little like cup shape. So you'd put that facing down on the nail and it will kind of lay flat and you can put your top coat over top of it. And then the gold, we've got the smaller sizes here and then the larger size on either end. And then this one is just the gold version of this, so I'm not going to open it. This video is probably going to be way too long anyway, so I'm going to try to, try to buzz through. We still have like 4 more containers to look through. So these are the little half pearls in different sizes. And these you definitely want to top coat. I recommend double top coating just because this pearly finish will come off fairly quickly, and then you're left with just kind of like a clear little blob on the nail. And then this is just bigger versions. I'm not going to open. Bigger versions of those. And then these ones are kind of like more, I guess they're more white. The other ones are kind of a little off-white. These ones are more bright white pearls. So if you're doing a set that you want to do like super duper bright and keep it nice and clean and bright, you would use the white. This one is a little off-white. You can kind of tell the difference maybe if I stay in frame. But yeah, so there's that on that side. So I usually use these a lot going around crystals and kind of to zhuzh stuff up. This one, we've got some shaped little studs that are also like that concave kind of look. So they lay flatter to the nail. There's some stars, diamonds, hearts, and those little ovally, pointy oval. These ones are bigger caviar beads. This came in like, I think there's like 3 or 4 multiple sizes that just kind of came mixed. So the silver, the gold, and that kind of rose gold, and then the square little guys that go with that. I'll try to keep them together. So, okay, so I think we can kind of see in here. I'm not going to open these all up because my finger's starting to hurt. But, so the rest of these in here are also just little studs. So there's hearts and flowers, stars, and the little pointy oval, some diamonds and squares, and then the like gem-shaped studs in there. And then in here are silver, a little bit more of what was on the other side. So we've got, these ones have some like little pear shape. These ones are squares. And then the bigger, again, we just kind of filled in the ends with these other shapes. And then in here we have like more flat, not gems, studs. So there's hearts in silver and gold, and then the other ones that have that kind of concave look to them. And then these ones are kind of like a little swish. Or no, they're little mustaches. Let me take one of those out so you can see. So it's a little mustache. Don't know that I'd ever use that on a set of nails, but hey, I have a few of them if I ever need it. And then in this one, we've got the little triangles, kind of like that, like, you know, tribal kind of look, or, you know, when you're doing like at the cuticle. Some more little triangles. This one here has like little 3-dot flowers and some other little like flowery type shapes. And then in here, it's a couple of big snowflakes. So super big. Okay. Then this last one has some more of those like triangle situation. We've got some more diamond shapes, some more square and like rectangle. So like all the kind of like geometric shapes in there. And then more triangles, different shapes and sizes of triangles in that one. So that's the first big one. And I found these ones to actually replace the small ones, but I still have 4 of these and they fit well in my drawer next to them. So I have one in like this and one in like this, and they fit the width of the drawer. So I'm kind of thinking I might keep the other small ones around just because. But anyway, so this one we'll buzz through pretty quick because it's mostly a lot of the same thing. So we have the little paper leaves and then all of the different colored maple leaf glitters. Over here are some dot glitters. Again, wasn't enough to really put in my glitter containers, so I just put them in here. So this half is all of those little dot glitters, and then the rest is more of the maple leaf colors. So I don't think I'm going to pull any of those out. They're all kind of the same thing. But that is that one. Pretty sure I found these on AliExpress. The maple leaves I probably ordered from AliExpress or Amazon. And the little dot glitters. Probably Amazon. Probably Amazon. So that's that one. This next one looks like it is mostly caviar beads. So I'll pull these out. These two specifically were, and this, all the caviar beads that are in here were from a kit that I bought from Maniology, and probably that black one in there too. They had, it was a set. They came in like little tiny containers with little stoppers on the top. And when I got these containers, I thought that would be a better way to keep them, because then I can kind of see them and I don't have to worry about the little containers rolling around. So I just depotted them into them. At the end of this one, we've got some big chunky little bows with gems and some random little gems. So did that, get rid of those. Oh, and in the rest of here, I have, these are actually Swarovski crystals in here, except for the big ones in the end here. But these ones are Crystal AB, and this one was a mix. So it's got a bunch of different colors in it. But these, I believe, are Hot Fix. I don't really know the difference. I know a lot of people will say non-Hot Fix or Hot Fix, whatever. I don't know the difference. I've never really seen a difference using them on nails. If anybody knows, let me know. But this one down here at the end, since we've got a bunch of different stuff, this kind of came in a crystal kit. These aren't Swarovski, but the little like gold looking ones, I think, are the ones that were. And I just threw these black ones along with these little frames that look like they have a gem stuck inside them, but they don't. They're just the frame. And then these big chunky crystals are just kind of randomly in there. And then these are some more of the Swarovski crystals. We have, these are SS8, SS6, SS6, SS6. And these are all hot fix as well. Again, I don't know the difference between non-hot fix or hot fix. I just saw them as crystals and bought them. These ones I got from a company called now I can't think of it. I'll probably have inserted it here. It'll be on the screen if I don't think of it. Oh, Gem Mountain Crystals and Beads, something like that. I'll put the name of it up there. But yeah, so I found those and they came in little packs. So that's all the ones that I know that are Swarovski are from there. These ones here are kind of neat. So I'll dump a few of them out. They are like in a little setting. So they already kind of look like jewelry, and they set kind of high up on the nail. I don't know if I can get one to actually sit up. Okay, so there's that one and that one. So they kind of look like they're already jewelry. They do sit pretty high on the nail. I don't know if you can see like the thickness. I like this one laying here. He's pretty thick. So you'd want to put some gems around it and some caviar beads and kind of keep him all nice and safe. And then I've got, these ones are just kind of like a pearly heart and some little round ones and just kind of some miscellaneous shapes. And then we've got the dark ones. Same, these are just kind of studs, but they have that kind of faceted look. And then these little half pearls in a bunch of different colors. And then on the rest of this side, these are glitters that I got, like just random little packs. Little freebies probably in an order over the years. I don't necessarily see myself using, but maybe these purple butterflies. And then these ones are purple and white, or I guess purple and clear crystals that are just kind of random shapes and sizes. We got some pears, we got some squares. And then in the other side, the rest of the little leaf glitters, these ones are the 4-leaf clover in the different colors. And then the bottom, the rest of the bottom here are little paper glitters that are flowers. And there's some little bugs down here at the bottom. We got a ladybug and a bee and just some flowers and then some random purple little cheapy crystals. Up here at the top, we have these ones that were, I believe, separate. And when I was transferring everything over, I dropped this one and it went everywhere. So didn't know how I was going to clean it up. I thought, oh no, these little beads are going to be all over my room for eternity. And then I realized that they're metal and I have about 100 cat eye magnets laying around. So I was able to pick them all up and get them all cleaned up off my floor. But now they're mixed. So that's the moral of the story. I dropped it. They all became mixed. So there's different sizes, different shapes. They're all just kind of mixed in there. This is what was left in the container that when I dropped it. So we've got a little bit of gold and a little bit of the rose gold that survived. All of the silver went. And so now they're all mixed in there. But, you know, you can see it. Actually, I think the rest of the silver's in here. So not all of them fell out everywhere. But the majority are now just a big mixture in there. So then I've got these little pearl balls. These are just full, like little caviar beads. So you'd really need to encapsulate around them to keep them from popping off. And then some clear crystals and some bigger mixed clear crystals in there. So that about does it for that one. Oh, I guess we'll do a little overview of all of them. So that's that one. This next one here is another one that I pull for most often when I'm doing gems, other than the little studs, because these are all of the smaller, round, flat back crystals. So I'll just kind of go through these fairly quickly because they're all roughly the same, just a couple of different shapes and sizes. So we've got the multicolored ones, and this one does have some that are that like oval, pointy oval, and then the rest of them are round. This one is really kind of pretty. If I can get, I should have got my little gem flipper thing. Be able to flip any of these over. But yeah, you can kind of see some of them, but they're kind of like opaly. So there's a green and a blue and a pink, and there's a couple different sizes, and they look really pretty. I did a mermaid set. If I find the picture, I'll post it on here in this little spot so you can see kind of how I used them, because I believe I used all three colors on that nail, and it looked really cute. Cute. But yeah, so then these ones here are just kind of like a blue AB, and then the regular AB crystal, probably SS3, SS5 maybe, potentially. I tend to stick to those sizes just because they work the best for the size nails that I do. I mean, if you're doing longer nails, obviously gem them up, get those big old SS20s and charms and all the things, but I don't use that as much. These ones are my favorite. I found a pack on Amazon. It's been years ago. I probably wouldn't be able to find it, but if I do, maybe I'll insert a picture here of what it was. But it came in like a huge pack, and there were like 6 different sizes. So you got the SS3, the SS5, 7, and then I think like 9, 10, and 16. I don't know. I don't remember what all the sizes were, but they came in some really big chunky sizes, and I just wanted the big ones, so I kind of gave away the bigger ones because I don't use them. And then, so we've got, these ones are kind of like a green AB. I thought they were really cool. These also came in a set just like that, where it was like different sizes. So we've got like the 3, 5, 7. Maybe those are also 7. I don't know. But I just kept the smaller ones. And I got some plain green ones. Was thinking Christmas with red and green. Do like Christmas crystals. So you have the red and green. And then the black. These ones are like those studs. So they're not really a black crystal. They're just like a plastic or resin, I guess. And then these ones are silver, kind of like a, not like a tarnished silver maybe. I don't know. They're a little darker than like they're not like a super bright silver. And then these two are kind of like an amber crystal, and they are actually the glass crystals or gems, rhinestones, whatever you want to call them. So there's that one. That is kind of like my go-to gem with the AB and the clear, and then the colors are kind of, you know, hit or miss when we want to do something funky. But there's that one. And then the last one, and then I won't keep you any longer. This one has like all of my little shapes and doodads. And then on this side, I've got a bunch of little flowers, and then like those little daisy looking flowers with the centers. So I'll pull these ones up, and we'll kind of go through them. So this one is like the moons, stars. I kind of grouped things together because I didn't have a whole bunch of room at the time, so I thought I took all the little circle, I don't know if you've ever gotten them, like the little circle wheels that have all the different things in them. This is what all of these are. I just mixed them together because, again, you've probably heard me say this once or twice. I'm a chaotic organizer, so if it makes sense for me, this is how I end up doing it. And this makes sense. So I know if I'm looking for moons or stars, I know they're all going to be in the same kind of category, so I can pull them out. And then in this one, we have flowers. This is mostly flowers and or flower type things. And in gold and silver, I tried to do like half gold, half silver. So I'd keep the gold and silver separate. And then this next one is hearts and circles, like little frames. So anything that was kind of like an open, like outline type thing. So like if you wanted to do like a little gem out of gel in a little frame, you could do that and have it like raised up. That would be kind of neat. So there's that one. And I also have the gold kind of version of that with all the outlines. There's some hearts and some frames, pear-shaped triangles, circles, all of that. And then this next one, if I can get it out, these are all like the shells, sea life, sea creatures, anything that's like a, you know, vacation, beach holiday type situation. So all the shells in gold and silver, separated, so we don't have to poke through to find two of the same thing. And then this one down here is kind of more of those frames, but like different shapes and different texture. So we've got some like triangles and bows in this first one, some little pear-shaped squares, and then round. So anything that's like geometrically square or rectangle, and then anything that's more rounded goes in there. And then the weird oddity shapes kind of go in the end. And then this last one on this side is, I thought, I kind of laughed when I was telling one of my clients this. I'm like, I don't know who would ever use pretzels on a nail, but I have them. But these are bows. They just look like little pretzels, like little twist pretzels. And then we've got the butterflies. Oh. Words are hard. Feathers, arrows, and then these little guys just didn't quite fit anywhere. So I just kind of threw them in there. So they're just kind of like little studs that just kind of good for anything. So then on the other side, we have these big old caviar beads that are just one size and kind of too big for what I use regularly, but you never know when you're going to have a situation that it calls for it. So I have them. And then also this came in a little pack. I think one of my clients gave me a little nail art pack a while back, and it had these little caviar beads in it in like the purple and black. Thought they were kind of cool. This is kind of like just a mixture of a bunch of random stuff that is like little rock pieces almost. And there's some gems in there and like some little itty bitty pieces and glitters and stuff like that. Thought it was really pretty. I actually used some of this. Oh no, I changed it. I did. I had some of it I put in some clear gel and cured it in my top coat. But I changed it. I got a pink glitter and now I have the glitter in there. But I did use some of this for that. And I thought it turned out pretty cute. Oop. See if I can dump this back in here without making a mess, you guys. I'm probably going to make a mess. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. A little bit. It's there, but we'll get it cleaned up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Moving on. We have the little roses. These are like little, I guess, acrylic roses or whatever they're made out of, resin. There's white ones, some bigger white ones, and then these ones are kind of clear but have that kind of almost AB sparkle to them. So kind of cute. And then these are little, like little flower petals. So you can put them together and make a flower on the nail if you use like 4 or 5 to make a little daisy. And then they have the little caviar beads that you can use in the middle. So this came in a set of these 4 colors, I believe. Because, yeah, the rest of those are the other flowers. But yeah, so these are like more like flat little sequin glitters. And they kind of build your own flower. Or you can use them like abstract-y if you just want some random. They kind of look like flower petals. And then the rest of these are the little like 4-point or 5-point flower. Let's little 5-point like daisies. They have some really big pearls and caviar beads in there, and they have some smaller ones, but you can kind of see these ones are upside down. They kind of sit pretty flat to the nail. They look really pretty. You can make little clusters with them. You can use the different colors together and make just a little bouquet on the nail. Super cute. Really big pearls, and then it's got some little caviar beads there in the bottom. You can kind of see like right around there is some of the little caviar beads. So pretty cool. Different sizes. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different sizes in there, but it came with all these different colors to build, you know, a little flower guy. So there's that one. Do a little overview on all of the frames and more metallic metal pieces, and then some random caviar beads and flowers. So that's that, and that is it. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these large containers, and I have 4 of the smaller ones. I actually have a 6th one of these because I was planning on moving the smaller ones to it, but I have not done that yet because, like I said, they fit in my drawer like this side by side, so I don't want it to move around. And then this guy just kind of sits on top because I don't want to put this in one of these little ones because I feel like these are big enough on their own, but I just keep these separate. Plus I feel like if I try to get these out, they're going to go everywhere, and I really don't want to have to clean that up. That would just be crazy. So, yeah, that is all I got for today. Thank you to the subscriber that commented and said that they wanted to see my gems. I'll leave your name on the screen because I don't remember it off the top of my head. I had it and I was like all ready. And then the minute you hit that record button, you just go dumb. It just happens. It just happens. But thank you for leaving me that suggestion. This was kind of fun to go through and look at some of the things that I haven't pulled out in a while and looked at. So I'm going to get my little mess here cleaned up and see what else I can get into today before my first client gets here, get my day going. But thanks for tuning in and for watching. I appreciate everybody that has been liking my videos and hopefully sharing and subscribing. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, I won't ramble because I tend to do that at the end of these videos. So I'm really trying to get better at that. Maybe someday. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And leave any suggestions for what you want to see next in the comments. If there's anything in here that you specifically want to know about, I can do my best to look it up and find it for you. Other than that, I will let you go and hope you have an amazing day or an amazing night, whatever time it is when you're watching this. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.